Well, I think he was being honest about his comments. There's no question about that. But I also think that there was a message or two in there. Basically, it was these are some of the things that need to be done. You need to take care of yourself in the off season. You need to, stay on a regiment and continue to do the things that you do to keep yourself at that elite level. So there's a little bit of messaging there from the Mike Schmidt quote, I think. From the beginning, I know the comments were interesting and could make you raise your eyebrow a few times, but I think there's also a motivational piece of that involved. And I think that's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. As far as him being traded and being on the block and stuff like that, I don't think there's much to that.
Yeah, I said this last week. I don't think they want to trade him. The owner wants him to go to Cooperstown with a P on his hat. And I think he wants to stay here. I do think he really likes it here. And he wants to win here. I didn't have a problem with Dombrowski's comments last week. Sometimes it gets tiring listening to podium speak and GM speak and cliches and non-committal answers. I thought he spoke his mind. I'm sure those were conversations they've had upstairs. And maybe it just came out in a press conference setting. I don't know that it was premeditated because I don't know that you can anticipate that question. I honestly commend him for being honest because I thought it was a really good season, but not a Bryce Harper season. The thing he left out was, Bryce had that wrist. He missed a month. Might have been a lot different if he didn't have the wrist soreness and played that entire month. But nonetheless, everybody should be able to take this. Stop being so sensitive. The boss said something. He critiqued someone. Now it's up to the athlete, the employee to respond. And knowing Bryce a little bit, how competitive he is, he's almost a little bit like Curt Schilling because he finds that little motivation streak where nobody else can, Like Tito used to say about Schilling. He used to get motivated on bobblehead day. If you slighted Schilling in the simplest way, he'd come back and stick it right up your nose. You know what I mean? And maybe that's what Bryce can do, and maybe that's what Bryce has in him. I think he does have a little bit of that in him.